As a responsible dog owner, it's critical to know what you can and can't feed your dog. Is it enough to just stick with a decent doggy diet? Nope. There's a ton of foods you probably didn't know about that can actually be really bad for your dog, including some that are perfectly healthy for humans. There's nothing worse than having your dog suffer over a simple mistake in the diet. While they're still man's best friend, they probably shouldn't eat like your best friend. Make sure to watch this video until the end. Hi there. This is Basic Dog Trainings. In this video we will talk about 12 human foods that could kill your dog. But before we start, please do support by subscribing to our channel. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell button so you will be updated on our feature posts. If you are done, then let's begin. Number 1. Chocolate. Chocolate is one of the most common foods that are bad for dogs, so we figured we'd knock it off the list early. Dog owners know better than to leave a Toblerone or two laying around. What's in it? Chocolate contains caffeine and theobromine, which fall under the methylxanthines category. When we hear the phrase, the darker the chocolate, the more dangerous, it's because white chocolates contain fewer methylxanthines. Thus, less toxicity. What it can do. If eaten by a dog, chocolate can cause vomiting, dehydration, abdominal pains, severe agitation, muscle tremors, irregular heart rhythm, elevated body temperature, seizures, and death. Number 2. Milk. Yeah, we know, puppies drink milk from their mothers after they're born. However, like humans, dogs can also suffer from lactose intolerance. What's in it? Milk contains milk sugar that dogs don't have the enzymes to break down. What it can do. Consumption of milk could lead to vomiting, diarrhea, and other gastrointestinal problems. While it's not immediately life-threatening, it can contribute to serious bacterial exposure in dogs that could eventually lead to disease. Number 3. Cheese. Sorry boy, no grilled cheese spot for you. Your stomach will thank me for it later. What's in it? Like milk, cheese also has sugars and fatty components that dogs don't have the necessary enzymes to break down. What it can do. Cheese, and other dairy products, can cause problems if consumed in excess. Symptoms like gas, diarrhea, and vomiting can all occur if a dog eats too much cheese. Number 4. Onion. While onions go with pretty much anything savory, they can do more than just make your dog cry. What's in it? Onions contain compounds that can be harmful to dogs if ingested enough. What it can do. Onions can damage red blood cells in dogs, causing them to become weaker and move around less. If enough onions are consumed, a blood transfusion might be necessary. Number 5. Macadamia nuts. One of the more recent discoveries, macadamia nuts can be incredibly harmful to dogs if eaten. What's in it? The specific chemicals found in macadamias are still unknown right now, but they are known to cause a toxic reaction to dogs if ingested. What it can do. Dogs will develop weakness and an inability to walk, specifically in their hind legs. Vomiting, staggering gait, depression, tremors, and hypothermia. Number 6. Garlic. Consider your dogs vampires and keep them away from raw garlic as much as possible. What's in it? Like the chocolate rule, the stronger the onion the more toxic it can be. Since garlic is part of the onion family, it's even more dangerous to dogs than onions per ounce. Garlic contains compounds that are strong in toxicity. What it can do. While the effect of garlic consumption on red blood cells won't appear for a few days in dogs, they'll be tired and reluctant to move. The dog's urine will be orange to dark red in color. Like onions, a blood transfusion might be required in severe cases. Number 7. Grapes. Like macadamia nuts, grapes and raisins can be extremely toxic to dogs. What's in it? While it is currently unknown what chemicals and compounds are in grapes that cause toxicity to dogs, the results of consumption can be pretty devastating. What it can do. Grapes and raisins can cause rapid kidney failure. While it varies between dogs, symptoms may not show up in them. Other than kidney failure, dogs can also develop vomiting or diarrhea as well as a lethargic state. Dogs will also develop dehydration and lack of appetite. Death from kidney failure may occur within 3 to 4 days. Number 8. Avocados. You might want to hold off sharing that guac with your doggy pal. He'll thank you for it later. What's in it? Avocado leaves, pits, bark, and fruit contain a toxin called persin. What it can do. Avocados can have toxic effects on dogs depending on the variety. They can cause upset stomachs in dogs, breathing difficulties, fluid buildup in the chest, but the most dangerous thing for them seems to be the pit. Since it's slippery, the pit can accidentally be swallowed by dogs, leading to obstruction of the gastrointestinal tract. Number 9. Apple cores. While most people try to avoid eating the core of an apple, it's actually much more toxic to dogs. Along with a few other fruits, you should definitely be careful not to leave apple cores laying around for dogs to get their paws on. What's in it? The core of an apple, as well as plums, peaches, pears, and apricots contain cyanogenic glycosides, which are also known as cyanide. What it can do. Some of the symptoms that come from ingesting the toxin are dizziness, struggling to breathe, seizures, collapsing, hyperventilation, shock, and even coma. Number 10. Yeast dough. Bread makes you fat? While having a chubby puppy isn't the worst thing in the world, yeast dough used to make bread should absolutely be kept away from dogs. What's in it? The raw yeast dough from making bread can ferment in a dog's stomach, becoming toxic. What it can do? Aside from the toxicity from alcohol being produced in the stomach, yeast dough can also expand in your dog's stomach or intestines and create a large amount of gas in the digestive system. This can lead to severe pain and a potentially ruptured stomach or intestinal tract. Vomiting, abdominal discomfort, and lethargy can also occur. Number 11. Caffeine. No idea who would ever share coffee with a dog. I mean, what do they have to do all day other than sleep and look out the window? In all seriousness, owners should never let their dogs near the coffee or any form of caffeine. What's in it? Coffee contains a stimulant known as methylated xanthine. What it can do? Methylated xanthine stimulates the nervous system in dogs, causing vomiting, restlessness, heart palpitations, and even death. Number 12. Bacon. What? Bacon? Say it isn't so. It's absolutely tragic that we can't share one of the greatest foods out there with our canine buddies. We'll need to remember this the next time we want to feed our dogs some breakfast bacon under the table. Well, more bacon for us then. Sorry, buddy. What's in it? Foods rich in fat, like bacon, can lead to the disease pancreatitis in dogs. Once a dog has developed pancreatitis, its pancreas becomes inflamed and stops functioning correctly. What it can do? This leads to all sorts of problems with digestion and nutrient absorption. It should be noted that the amount of damage these foods can do vary on the specific breeds and sizes of your dogs. Like humans, all dogs are different and can react differently to foods. Though it's better to keep them away from these foods just for good measure. So, what foods can you safely give to your beloved doggies besides the boring dog food you feed them every day? Luckily, dogs can eat a pretty wide variety of food, and there are plenty of foods that we can share with the dogs that are not only good for us but good for our pooches, too. If you like today's topic about 12 human foods that could kill your dog, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell button, so you will be updated.